The NBA Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Kalshi, making real money predictive sports. Kalshi is available in all 50 states, and you get $20 free with promo code SGPN. That's Kalshi, promo code SGPN. Yes, sir. We are back with another edition of the NBA Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. No me, no the voice, no guys. Me, really real, villain real, Terrell Furman Jr. here at your sirs. All right, OKC cannot buy a 3 right now to just push the lead. And there goes SGA to bail him out again. 98-94. OKC's up. Timeout. 3:21 left in the fourth quarter. Nice. SGA getting to the midi. It's just been one of those days betting. Just one of those days. Yes, it is me, Solo Dolo, by the way. Just one of those days betting. Nothing could seem to go right.
How about if you sweep it out?
What's the point? I can't do anything right.
You'll do fine.
Hey pal, you just blowing from Stupid Town?
Absolutely, because the lock, Spurs -5. They lost outright. Now, a lot of other circumstances could come into play in saying the fact of, oh, how I lost this. One, Wemby not playing. But I mean, like, I signed up for that. I signed up for that risk. And, I feel like there were still chances there. Denver also, Murray still played, Jokic still played, like, second leg of a back-to-back. It is what it is. All right, cool. That happened. Jalen Duren played 15 minutes. 14 minutes. Had 14 points, 10 rebounds in 14 minutes. I needed 13 rebounds. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. That was annoying. And then of course I did end up having stock in OKC. And I mean, we'll see how that goes. That could potentially still hit, but it doesn't seem like it's going to. They really can't buy a 3 in the end of the game, and SGA is just kind of bailing them out with the scoring here. We have a slate to talk about, though. A number of games, a lot of interesting spots. Some that I'm really looking forward to talk about. But first, got to remind you that March Madness is here. So that means Bracket Madness is back, and SGPN is teaming up to give away $5,000 in prizes. For you to enter, all you got to do is go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/bracket. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/bracket. And hey, we also got Survivor. So we got a bracket contest and we also have Survivor contest. So head over there to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/survivor for a chance to win $25,000. Yes, $25,000, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/survivor. All right, let's see here. Where do I want to start on the slate? Let's go with the Phoenix Suns on the road, going to play the Toronto Raptors. Raptors laying 3.5. 218.5 is the total. Phoenix Suns are on a second leg of a back-to-back after they thrashed The Indiana Pacers book had 40 something points. So, if my memory serves me correct, as I go and quickly try to pull this up, I'm pretty sure Phoenix is really good on the second leg of a back to back. Oh, no, not really. Okay. It was Philadelphia. That's probably the P city that I was thinking of, or even Portland. Portland's pretty good on the second level back to back. All right. So Phoenix actually is not that good. It's 5-6 ATS, second leg of back to back this season. Going up against Toronto Raptors, who honestly have not been playing great basketball recently. Just lost outright. I mean, outright to the New Orleans Pelicans. Pelicans won 122, 111. Everybody's talking about the Jamal Sheed getting crossed over by DeJounte Murray and him getting all up in his face. Pelicans been winning some games recently. I mean, they were 3-22 at one point, I'm pretty sure, or something like that. I don't really know what's up with the Raptors. It just feels like it's the Raptors are in this stretch where they just can't get right. Honestly, they lose that game to the Pelicans. They get thrashed by the Rockets. Uh, yeah, they beat up on the Mavericks, but then you play the Timberwolves, the Knicks, lost. Like nothing of substance. There's nothing of substance. When's the last good Raptors win? Actually, that Bucks team sucks. That Bulls team sucks. Lost to the Pistons, beat the Pacers, beat the Bulls again, lost to the Timberwolves, beat the Jazz. That's not really wow. Okay, so we don't have a noteworthy win for the Raptors since in at all in February. Lost to the Magic, lost to the Knicks, beat the Thunder. Okay, January 25th, the Raptors beat the Thunder, 103-101 on the road. That's the last good Raptors win. I like Phoenix. Even on I mean, and uh, the second leg was back to back, okay. But they really they just beat up on the Pacers. If anything, building confidence, building momentum. This Phoenix team going on the road here, I'm thinking taking points. I just don't think that the Toronto Raptors should be laying points at this point in time. They just can't get right. And again, last noteworthy win was January 25th. Anybody else that was good, the Raptors lost. So I don't think I want to lay points with that. Uh yeah, free sauce. I'm thinking the same thing. Tough one. The Raptors don't beat a team above 500, but the Suns on back second leg of a back to back, plus travel, plus customs, and no Dylan Brooks. Like, yeah, it all just sounds bad, but I don't know. I don't know. Uh, who's this Tuck's talking about? Hopefully, Colin Murray Boyles is back. Well, let's look at the injury report. Actually, I didn't even say that part. Mm. Just got into talking about the Raptors and how frustrating they have been. Grayson Allen, yeah, Dylan Brooks, Mark Williams. Yeah, we all knew those people were going to be out there, and they're probably still going to be out tomorrow, even on the second leg. Scotty Barnes is a questionable with an illness, and Colin Murray Boyles is also a questionable with that thumb. He could come back and give them an instant spark, but I'm not there. I'm not there. And plus, the Raptors play close games at home. Like, I know this. I know when they get good games at home, they be playing close games. So I'm taking Phoenix plus the points. Mm, let's see. Total. What did I say that total was at? Total's at 218 and a half. Especially if Colin Murray Boyles, especially if Colin Murray Boyles is back. Oh, wait. Ooh. Yeah, OKC. This is a good game. Yeah, Colin Murray Boyles is back. That's a boost for the defense. Suns like to slow the pace down, play good defense, even on I like it. Let's see what they do. Matter of fact, over under. Let's see. Phoenix is about 500, 6-5 to the total. I'll take under 218.5. What's next? Oh, ew. My Knicks on the road going to play the Indiana Pacers. Knicks laying 11.5. 227.5 is total injury report. And we have Cat questionable. Josh Hart is also questionable. Obi Toppin's out. TJ McConnell's out. Aaron Nesmith didn't play. Quinn Jackson didn't play. Pascal Siakam didn't play. I don't know how much of this could be, hey, maybe we sit them the first leg of a back to back and play them the second, but like Indiana hasn't been playing people for the better part of since the All-Star break, to be honest, is when they were doing this tanking. SGA with another clutch bucket. I just don't understand what I don't understand what I should like. How do you even want to get cute here? And I understand. I do not like the Knicks at all. And plus, I do not like a Knicks team that is compromised, where Cat might not play, Josh Hart might not play. I think it's a good chance Josh Hart. They just say we'll sit Josh Hart, Cat. They'll probably just throw Cat out there. I can't understand it. I can't understand it. Indiana's been horrible, god awful, god awful basketball team. And it's of their own doing. They're not playing their folks. They say they're injured. They say they can't play. They haven't covered in their last 11 games now. What makes you want to get cute and say, yeah, no, we're not going to go next year? I couldn't imagine. I would love to hear somebody's case for. I mean, the case for Indiana is that the Indiana just randomly gets up for the Knicks. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what team they throw out there. Indiana randomly gets up for the Knicks. And if you look at the season, yeah, they do. Knicks laying 3.5 on no, I'm sorry, December 18th. Knicks were laying 3.5. Knicks won 114, 113. February 10th, Knicks were laying 11.5, and Indiana won outright 137, 134. So if you want to take Indiana, that's the case in point right there. It doesn't matter what team Indiana throws out there. They are going to get up for this next team. And you know what? If you tell me, let me go back to the injury report. If you tell me that Indiana is playing Obi Toppin, TJ McConnell, Aaron Nesmith, and Pascal Siakam in the game, I tell you that Indiana probably gonna keep that game close too. Not even gonna hold you. I'll tell you that they'll definitely keep that game close if you say all of them are gonna play. But it doesn't seem like, they've shown us anything that looks like they're gonna play all those guys. So as of right now, it's Knicks laying 11.5. But if that situation that I just said happens, yeah, then I would be on Indiana in that situation. The line will probably drop. Honestly, it probably drop to like 8.5. I don't know why people wouldn't bet Indiana if that happened. All right. Let's see here. Next up. Oh, wait. Total's at 227.5. I mean, I don't really know. It's not really one I care about. Indiana might not score, honestly. Next up. Who is the next? Well, Before I get to the next game of the slate, let me talk to you about Kalshi. Real money prediction market available in all 50 states. You can trade the NBA, MLB, all that, all of your favorite sports. You can trade it over there at Kalshi right now. Combine two or more predictions and you can increase your payouts. Go trade over there on Kalshi. New Kalshi customers get $20 when they use promo code SGPN. That's Kalshi, Kalshi, promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by Underdog. Also available for almost every single sport you could think of, man. Plus, they have two pick entries that pay out 3.5x. Used to pay out 3x. Three pick entries pay out 6.5x now instead of 6x. So you're getting more for your buck with Underdog. Underdog's got a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5. Get $50 in bonus funds when you sign up with promo code MBA SGPN. That is MBA SGPN. All right. Let's see here. It is point 0.8 left. I don't know if y'all are moving quicker than mine and know if something magical happened in point 0.8 that tied or won this game for Boston. But also, I could have a very slow strain. Oh, wow. Peyton Pritchard. Oh, he airballed it. That's kind of dangerous. If he was a step closer, he would have just he would have drained that. Ooh, wow. Yeah, Boston's gonna be Boston. But this is what OKC does. Just find ways to win. OKC 1 to 10 is probably a good bet in majority of these like playoff games. OKC 1 to 10. They just find a way to win. It's not like last year where they're just destroying teams a lot of times. Like it's just no, we're just gonna find a way to win the game. What was I talking about? Oh, I had just finished Underdog read, and we were going into the next game of slate, which is Memphis on the road going to play the Detroit Pistons. My adopted Detroit Pistons. Grizzlies catching 15.5 on the road here. 232 is the total. Let's see what we can pull up on it. Well, first of all, Grizzlies are on the second leg of the back-to-back. They did lose to the Mavericks today at home. Pistons also on the second leg of a back-to-back as they thrashed the 76ers. I really should have made that my lock instead of like just Duran would have played. If Duran could have played more minutes, it would have been fine. Like either way, both of the teams second leg of a back-to-back here. So, well, first, ATS. The Pistons are, where is Detroit? 5-5 on the second leg of a back-to-back ATS, and Grizzlies falling at 4-6. So kind of a wash. Not really there. Yeah, just give me the Pistons. I'm not going to question it. They're just, giving belt to all the bad teams. They had their moment with the Nets. They got that back, beat them, scored 138 on them, just scored 131 on Philly. Took no prisoners. It's like, okay, we had those stretch of losses. We lost to Antonio, lost to Brooklyn, lost to Miami. We kind of were figuring things out or through that. And now we've come out of that playing really good ball. As long as everything holds up injury wise for this team, I think they're going to be perfectly fine. So I'm really not worried. As far as Memphis goes, I don't know what team they're going to throw out there any given night. We're talking about Taj Gibson at this point. Like I I have nothing to say about the Memphis Grizzlies. They're just not playing any good basketball at all. So this is going to be pretty easy. Nothing to talk about here. It was Detroit. I was never going to fade my Detroit Pistons in this spot.
Who's got the chalk?
I still think that Detroit to win the East is live, man. When this team plays, there's an edge to them that they play with that tells me that they don't care that they don't have the most playoff experience. They are coming with the smoke. Pause, I think. All right, let's see. What's next? We've got the Cavs. All these just like ugly games. Cavs on the road laying 12.5 versus the Dallas Mavericks. 234.5 is the total. Dallas did just play. We just talked about them beating the Grizzlies. Let's see. Who do the Cavs have on the injury report? Because I feel like I saw something pop up earlier. Yeah, Max Strus out, Jared Allen out. Tyrese Proctor's out too. I mean, yeah, Dallas. What's Dallas on the first? Was on Dallas on the second leg of a back to back. Just curious how they like to operate. 7-4. So that's actually not bad. Interesting. Because I can't imagine they were always in the best situation on the second leg of a back to back. But yeah, I think they just kind of ran into the toilet bowl game and just said, all right, we got to win in the toilet bowl. I don't think that really was too indicative of this team being anything or really even on the level that the Cavs are on right now. And the Cavs are out for blood, especially in teams that they can beat up on, like actually really beat up on. Yeah, I think they're out for blood in a lot of those games. And so they do have their moments where it's just like really weird, like that game versus the Nets and how close that was. I can understand it. Also, they did lose to the Bucks outright. That also is very concerning. But it's like the Cavs also look really good in other games. And they're a very frustrating team to kind of put a gauge on, especially at some point. I think for me, it probably just comes down to, well, one, Dallas probably has a size problem in this game. Jared Allen would help, but like, who's going to stop Evan Mobley? And then Evan Mobley defensively, like that's gonna he's gonna challenge Flag anytime Flag tries to go get to the rim. Flag's gonna shoot a horrible percentage. And probably be a lot of Daniel Gafford that's gonna have to try to carry a load here. Yeah, no. Can I talk myself into the Mavericks? I really don't want to take Cleveland actually. Yeah, no. Play a drop. Where's my drop at? I'm sorry. I just got to do what Scott says sometimes. We're not going to question. We're just going to fade these tanking teams. Because, like, what if James Harden has some 12 assist day because he's just feeding the ball to Evan Mobley and Evan Mobley is going crazy because they can't guard him because Dallas doesn't know how to guard anything inside of the paint? Yeah, no, not going to think too hard. 235.5 is the total in this one over. I just think Dallas is going to regress after that win. Defensively, they're probably going to give a bunch of points, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Uh, who is it? If the what was I saying? The Mavericks. I lost my train of thought. I was talking. I don't know. I lost my train of thought. Either way, I was in the middle of making an audio adjustment, and I don't know. I completely lost it. I'm not thinking too hard. Give me over. Don't think that Dallas is going to stop anything inside the paint here. Mobley and company. Everybody should be able to score a bunch of points. Cavs team total over be interesting. Fading Mavericks after a win. All of that sounds good. New Orleans on the road going to play Houston Rockets. Oh, the Rockets are laying 7. Oh, and it was 7.5. Wow. 226.5 is the total in that one. Well, if you've been following along, you know that laying points with Houston is just never a great idea. And, taking the Pelicans in most spots probably isn't the greatest of ideas either. Rockets have Alperen Sengun questionable. Shashawn Tate is out. I don't have anything here for the Pelicans. So, okay, so if we blindly are just fading the Rockets because they're laying points, no matter who, even if it's the Pelicans. Well, they did get the win against the Raptors. That was at home, though. They have won 2 in a row. There's some level of confidence there. They look good against the Suns. Beat the Kings. You're supposed to. That Lakers game was closer than score says, but they were very much in that game. I do remember them getting kicked by the Clippers though. Yeah, I'm with it. I don't even got. I mean, let's just not question it. And what's the Rockets' updated number against the spread as a favorite? 24-33. So 24-33. They covered the last 2 times, so I'll give them that much. And if you want to say, you know what, Terrell, you're crazy because this is the Pelicans. Fade the tanking teams. You just said it. I'm laying it with the Rockets, regardless. They covered 2 of the last times they were a favorite, so you got that going in your favor. Me, I'm not trusting the Rockets. I'm sorry. I'm not trusting the Rockets. Not at all. Not at all. No way. Okay. 226.5. Yeah, under is the Rockets game. Let me see. What are they to the total recently? Both 6 or 4 to the over. Wow, Houston is 10-20 this season to the total at home. Oh, I knew it was bad. I didn't know it was that bad. 10-20 is crazy. Yeah. Wow. All right. Under. Who's next? Ooh, Portland. Portland Trailblazers at home, laying 14.5 points against the Utah Jazz. Also, I just have a lot of teams because it's like my Utah Jazz too. 236.5 is the total. Okay. How is Utah doing me dirty on the injury report today? Keontae George out. Oh, okay. Laurie Marketing out. Oh, okay. John Conchar out. All right. Yeah. Well, no Keontae George. No Laurie Marketing. Shady and Sharp out. So, well, you kind of know my system. I tell you that the Jazz are in the game if you give me one of or both of Laurie Marketing and Keontae George. That's how good those two play for the Jazz and get this team going where they're competitive in games. But when those two don't play, oh, Utah's so bad. They are so bad. That is not a good basketball team at all. Very hard to watch, very frustrating. Struggles to get any offense. The ball starts to stick and not really moving freely as it should. And you're telling me this Portland team, they can't. I mean, I understand. Portland laying 14 and a half sounds disgusting. It sounds horrible. But right before they lost to the Charlotte Hornets, shout out to the Hornets, they did just beat the Pacers by 20. So they probably can cover this. I just don't think I can I don't think I can recommend this Utah team, especially like with how they'll turn games around, like because they'll be in the game in the early part of the game, and then the second half they're just kind of here you go. So maybe they just say here you go and end up losing by 20 points. I'll take Portland. Wow, is this the third time that we're playing? Like we're getting to uncharted waters in this part of the chalk zone song. Like, come on, how many times have we gotten that far in the song? Am I that chalk today? And it's only me here. Like, what do you mean? Wow, it's weird. All right, before we get to the next game of the slate, gotta talk to you about Novig, America's #1 sports prediction market. And you know you're getting the best prices on the market when you get them on Novig. Novig has, hey, some places listing something as -110 in a traditional sports book. It might be closer to even money over there at Novig. So go check them out. Download the Novig app. Get $50 when you spend $5 when you use our promo code SGPN. Get in on the action with Novig, promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by Rhythm, your official data tool for dominating March Madness. They got an AI bracket generator now open for you where you can generate up to 3 NCAA tournament brackets backed by AI models. Then you can unlock model back predictions for every game from the first 4 through the finals. Lock in with a Rhythm. It works really well with Kalshi as well. So, hey, go over there, tap in with premium. Use promo code SGPN25 when you download the Rhythm app and get 25% off your first month. Download Rhythm and use promo code SGPN25 for that 25% off. It's also Merch Madness over there in our SGPN merch store. 15% off. I'm sorry, 15% off everything in the merch store. Use that promo code March. Promo code March over there. 15% off everything in the merch store. SG.pn/store to get to that merch store as well. All right. Who's next? Sounded like Hip Hop Harry there. It was a deep pull for some people right there. Minnesota Timberwolves on the road going to play the Golden State Warriors. Timberwolves currently laying 6. It's just crazy. This is going down because it was 6.5 when we just typed it in. Now it's 6. 227.5 is the total. Let's see here. Injury. Oh, whoa. Not that game. There we go. That game. Injury report. And we have Ayo Dosunmu for Minnesota's questionable thumb injury. Quentin Post, questionable with a foot. You got DeAnthony Melton, also questionable for the game. Moses Moody out. Steph, we know, is out. Well, I'm not particularly a fan of laying points with Minnesota either. And they really just bit me in the butt because I think I just took them against the Lakers too, and the Lakers beat up on them. Nasty loss to the Clippers. But Golden State is just so hard to take. I would not bet this game. It just lost to the Bulls in overtime. I think that Gobert really could be a problem. Julius Randle really could be a problem in this undersized Warriors team. The Timberwolves just kind of, I think the Timberwolves are just a really good matchup in terms of they love to play the Warriors because they just all across the board match up really well. Nobody can guard Ant. Ant can go out against the Warriors and have a great day every time. What is this? Okay, they did get one win as a 5.5 point dog. The Warriors did 111-85, but they did lose to the Timberwolves in the other two games. Well, those games, Minnesota was a 4.5 point dog. Oh, interesting. I wonder what I was thinking. Yeah, I'm gonna go Minnesota. It really hurts to say that 20-33 as a favorite. Oh, and they're 2-8 in their last. They're 2-8 in their last 10. Ah, it is really hard to take Minnesota, but like they get up for this Warriors team, and I think it's a really good matchup. Basketball sense it tells me that you need to be on Minnesota, but I understand. Don't bet this. Do not bet this game. Bad, bad spot. I'm going Minnesota. What? Another favorite? What is going on with me? Insanity. All right. Last game up. Chicago Bulls. Oh, well, 227.5 is the total there. I would go under. Maybe I could be talked if somebody had a conversation with me. I could probably be talked into like a Minnesota team total over, but I'm not confident in Golden State's ability to consistently put the ball in basket. All right, where are we at? Oh, Chicago Bulls on the road going to play the Los Angeles Clippers. Clippers laying 11.5, 235.5 is the total. Let's see here. What do we have on the injury report? Isaac Okoro out. Colin Sexton out. Patrick Williams out. Gershon Yabusele out. Anthony Simons out. Well, I mean, who's playing? Josh Giddey and, well, Booz Ellis, okay. But, like, nobody else. Darius Garland's out. John Collins is out. $11 and a half for the Clippers, you say? I mean, they have handled business last couple of games. Been at home, especially these last couple of games at home. They've just been playing really, really well. So that could carry on. I could buy into that. The Bulls have been horrible. And they're on the second leg back to back. We'll see them sit 98, 108 versus the Lakers right now. Booz Ellis has 22. Giddy's got 22. Oh, so like, I think they'll still play tomorrow. I think it's the same team playing tomorrow, if I'm being honest. Mm, Nothing is really. Ooh, 3-7 on the second leg of a back to back, too. Yikes, Chicago. Oh, what if they do sit guys? Oh, if they end up sitting, if they decide to sit anybody, no shot. No shot. It's probably a Ben Matherin. Nice little Ben Matherin game too. All right, lay it. Jesus Christ, we're laying another big number. Lay 11 and a half with the Clippers. I'm about to play the whole song. I've never even gotten to that part of the song. Never heard that part of the song before. Wow. All right. Let's see. Oh, over for the game. Chicago, sorry. And the Clippers just put up like 150, so I'm sure they still got some scoring in them. All right. Lock and dog. Hmm. I mean, did I like any dogs? Like, I just feel like I was just on favorites. I done played the whole Chalk Zone song almost. Mm. Lock is going to be. Hmm. Who do I want to lock up? Maybe the Clippers. Oh, and they just got above 500 too. Been playing good ball. The Bulls suck. The Bulls playing right now. Bulls haven't been good on the second leg of back to back. Bulls might even end up sitting Giddy. 11 and a half is actually very conservative. This could easily be a 20-point win. And the Bulls are tanking. All right. I'll sell myself on the Clippers. Hmm. Did I really just lock up the Clippers? Yeah, but it feels like a great spot. Yeah, okay. Clippers laying 11 and a half. Dog is going to be the Phoenix Suns plus 146. Toronto's been bad. Let's see what we can do for underdog. Nice little underdog fantasy entry. What do I like here? Options in Minnesota and Golden State. Do we want to take Julius Randle? Do we trust Julius Randle, guys? I mean, of course, we don't trust Julius Randle, but like, this feels like the Julius Randle game where he goes out and has a pretty solid game, right? Draymond's getting older. He doesn't keep up as much. Let me see here. Yeah, Randall's been bad recently too. He's had some good games against Golden State though. Yeah, I'll do it. I think it's a good spot. No, wait, hold on. We'll see if we can find somebody better. But I'm very much considering this is the Julius Randle game. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, no. Nothing in Chicago Clippers. Jalen Duren really should get it back in blood for me too. I would expect Evan Mobley, 17 and a half points. Way too low. Way too low against the Mavericks. Higher. James Harden's higher. 8.5 assists is actually really tempting too. Let's just go ahead and double up that game there. And so I just need to pick something else in another game. Julius Randle is right there for the taking. I wonder if somebody's in the chat trying to talk me out of that. No, no, actually, it's not anybody in the chat trying to talk me out of it. Hmm. Anything else that I could? I wouldn't bet Rudy Gobert anything ever. I could buy myself into Denny Optia going out and just having a good game and beating up on this who are they playing? This Utah team. Utah's not, I mean, do they have anything? Let's see. Where's Denny? Denny. I don't have had 33 against them earlier this year on J5 actually. And that was at home. We are also at home here. Last time he played them at home, he had 27. Last two times at home, he's had 33 and 27. So maybe Denny just doesn't like the altitude at Utah, but he's pretty comfortable in Portland. Yep. All right. I'm going with it. Give me Denny Avdia. Don't think I've thrown him in underdog too much this year. Denny Avdia higher, 22 and a half points. James Harden higher, 8.5 assists. Evan Mobley higher, 17 and a half points. Very correlated there. Plus, I have a 75% boost here thanks to Underdog. 6.18x goes to 10.06x. $100 gets you $1,006 over there at Underdog Fantasy. Make sure you use that promo code NBA SGPN. And with that, that's it. That's all I got for you. I'm at really real __. Make sure you give us a follow at SGPN NBA, youtube.com/NBA Gambling Podcast. Give us a 5-star rating and review wherever you get your podcasts. And that's going to be it. I have nothing else to say, nothing else to do, nothing. Wait, nothing else to say, nothing else to do, no other way to end the podcast, but I'm going to end it like this.